Yeah, it's an incredible feeling, a great achievement, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from from years past to this season that has gone into this great accomplishment.
What does it mean to be part of this Michigan Brotherhood, this legacy that that we all respect so much?
Yeah, it's a great feeling that you have friends all over the country that you've played with that have a shared bond, and it means a lot. And they come back into town, and we can still tell good stories and break bread together, and it's just a great feeling.
How do you describe the relationships that you've built here as part of this program, going back as a player?
Well, they're some of the strongest that I have. I have some friends still from high school, but the strongest relationships I have are still the young, the men that I played college football with or coached while I was here in the late 90s. So it's a great feeling to have those relationships still.
When you have met, the Michigan legends before you were here, you've met guys over the years. You met guys when you were a player here. What is that like? Can you share what those interactions are like a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a similar. There's a very consistent nature of the young men that play here, from when I was coming out being recruited to even now. Guys that they're driven to be great students and want to be successful in the classroom, but also successful on the football field, and that shows up with the championships that I was a part of while I was a player here, and then also the championships I've been a part of while I'm here.
Sustained excellence, Mike. It's so hard to win. It's so hard to win consistently, and then it's so hard to win for decades and decades. How do you, I guess, frame sustained excellence? Well, if you could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it starts with leadership, from the head football coach, and then obviously leadership from your team, and you have to have a great staff of coaches that work together, and to sustain, you have to have that consistency of your approach and your daily work, and I think our guys do that very well, and I think our staff works great together. It's one of the best staffs I've ever been a part of. So there's a lot of ingredients that go into have a consistent program, and it all starts from the top with Coach Harbaugh, who I think is the best in the country.
When you come here as a player, you're picking up the baton from guys before you. What kind of responsibility is that as a young man?
Oh, it's a tremendous amount of responsibility. Freshmen aren't really ready to jump into that role yet, but you got to have your eyes open and your ears open to pay attention to the guys that are doing it the right way, that are in the program, that have been in the program, and learn from their lead.
Favorite game when you were a player here? Can you pick one that kind of just resonates for whatever reason?
Yeah, I have a lot of great ones, but I would the 1997 game against Ohio State here. Winner takes all. Winner goes to the Rose Bowl, has a chance to play in the national championship game. Charles Woodson versus David Boston. It was I was a graduate assistant that year, or a student assistant, excuse me, and it was an incredible matchup, and the game didn't disappoint. And Charles Woodson took the punt return back to really ice the game, and what a great game.